Good morning, everybody. It's Brett, your thankful carnivore. It's July the 2nd, Tuesday morning. Happy birthday to my baby 6-foot-tall sister who turned 55 this morning. I'm not going to say her name, but she is my oldest sister. And I hope she has a great day. I want to talk to everybody today. Good morning, Simwell. I hope you're having a great day. I want to talk to everybody today about my favorite Facebook group on planet Earth. And when I say these people are my favorite, that in no way disparages any other Facebook group. But my favorite Facebook group on planet Earth is the Zeroing In on Health group. And it's run by Charles Washington, and Kelly Hogan is one of the admins. I can't remember a couple of the others off the top of my head. That is where I learned how to do carnivory. I learned about it from Dr. Baker, Dr. Peterson, and others, but I learned how to do this at the Zeroing In on Health group. And I'm so blessed that I found them and went there, because everything these people told me to do is exactly why I've not had any problems. I didn't argue with what they were saying. These are people who've been eating meat and drinking water for 10 years and more. They know way more about it than I may ever know, by virtue of their experience. They told me, you only eat when you're hungry. That's the only time you put food in your mouth, is when you're hungry. No fasting. Matter of fact, fasting's a forbidden subject there because it's not zero carb. It's not this way of eating. It's something different, according to the leadership of the group. And I'm pretty well on board with that. I think it's a pretty solid thing to believe. Notice I said believe. Now, what else did they teach me? They taught me to eat until I'm not another bite full. And they explained very clearly to me that this is a common stumbling block for people. That they're just not eating enough meat because we've been so trained. Oh, just eating meat? Well, that's crazy as hell. How can we just eat meat and not eat vegetables and all this other non-essential garbage? We'll die. It's nuts. But these folks showed me, in very simple terms to understand, do this and you will experience X, Y, and Z. They told me to only eat the meat I crave and can afford, to not be paying attention to what somebody else is putting on their plate. Eat what I crave and can afford, not what Sean Baker eats, not what anybody else in the community eats, but what I crave and I can afford. It's wisdom in that, folks. A lot of wisdom in that. You should never be eating something just because somebody else you admire or respect or find interesting. Why, maybe they're an idiot. You don't know. So don't ever eat my bacon and beef just because I do it. Do it because it's what you crave. What else did Zeroing In on Health teach me? They taught me the importance, the absolute necessity of not putting any sweet taste into my mouth. And they told me if I did that, my sugar cravings would go away. And they were right. They told me to focus just eating meat. and to not screw around with eggs, dairy, and cheese. And I'm blessed for their wisdom, because I had a almost simple adaptation phase. I had some minor gassiness, and I had loose stool for 5 months. But 24 days into the experience, I didn't have any more depression skills. And it wasn't because I did anything special. I just followed directions. I just followed directions. That's all. I didn't commit some extreme act of willpower, or it put this crazy kind of inhuman effort into it. No. I ate when I was hungry. I only ate the meat I could afford. I stopped putting sweet taste into my mouth. That's how I live today, and I experience the same benefits. Now, why do I bring this up? Because I see so many people who are having such a hard time staying on track. They get stressed, they eat garbage, they have a bad day, they have a cookie, something awful happens to them. Macadamia dumps jump up and land in their mouth magically, and somehow they chew them up and swallow them. And instead of just doing what they know deep down in their heart works, they want to screw around with it. They want to not follow the directions. We don't follow the directions on what works. We can't expect the results that we seek are ever going to appear. Or at best, they're only going to appear intermittently. I'm not intermittently free of depression. I'm not intermittently free of anxiety and insomnia. I'm completely free of it. And I'm damn well going to stay that way. And I want all of my friends, my carnivore brothers and sisters, my keto brothers and sisters, you low-carb brothers and sisters, I want you all to feel as good as I do. Better if possible. And I don't care how you get there. But stop screwing around. You can't change the directions and expect to get the same desired result. If you want the benefits of eating meat and drinking water, then by golly, start eating meat and drinking water. And you'll get those benefits, and you're not going to need to fiddle. You're not going to need to screw around. Now, yeah, you're going to need which meat works for you and what quantities. Those things are always specific to the individual. But the basic directions: eat when hungry. When you're hungry, eat until you're not another bite full. Only eat the meat you crave and can afford. Don't put any sweet taste in your mouth. Rinse, repeat. I am so thankful that I discovered the people at Zeroing In on Health. This is not a paid advertisement, I swear. They don't know anything about this. They're just good people. They're consistent. There's no arguing about what you're there for. The group is only available to people who are interested and want to learn about this way of eating, this way of carnivory. You're not going to see discussions about any other way of eating. Matter of fact, you have to agree to this before they'll even let you into the group. So it's not a secret. It's not some subtle gotcha kind of thing. You have a great day. Remember all of the things in your life you have to be thankful for. and we'll see you tomorrow.